My beloved child, precious one of my heart, I invite you now to draw close and listen with more than your ears. Listen with your very soul. What you are about to hear is not mere words floating in the air, but divine breath spoken directly into your spirit. Today, in this very moment, something profound has already begun to shift in your life, and you haven't even noticed it yet. Do not let distractions pull you away from this sacred encounter. Do not let the noise of the world drown out my whisper to your heart. Every word I am about to share has been written with infinite love and divine intention, crafted specifically for this moment in your journey. Stay with me, dear one. Stay present. Stay open, for I have much to reveal to your waiting spirit about what I have already set in motion today. My beloved child, as you woke this morning, something shifted in the heavenly realm that your natural eyes could not see. While you brushed your teeth, while you prepared for another ordinary day, while you perhaps sighed at the familiar routine, I was already at work. I was moving pieces on the chessboard of your destiny, arranging circumstances, preparing hearts, opening doors that have been locked for seasons. You felt nothing different, precious one. The coffee tasted the same, the morning light looked familiar, your reflection in the mirror showed the same face you've grown accustomed to seeing. But in the invisible realm where true power resides, where miracles are born, where my angels receive their assignments, everything changed for you today. The river of my grace began flowing in a new direction through your life. Not because you earned it, not because you finally got everything right, but because this is your appointed time. This is your moment of divine intervention, your season of breakthrough, your hour of heavenly favor. I have been preparing this day since before you were born, beloved. I have been orchestrating every detail with the precision of perfect love. Can you feel it now, dear child? That subtle stirring in your spirit? That gentle quickening in your heart? That is the evidence of my invisible touch upon your life. The atmosphere around you has changed, though your circumstances may still look the same. The spiritual climate over your situation has shifted, though the natural realm has not yet caught up to what I have already declared in heaven. I know you have been waiting, precious one. I know you have been praying, hoping, believing, sometimes doubting. I know there have been nights when you wondered if I was listening, mornings when you questioned if your prayers were reaching beyond the ceiling. But today, I am confirming to your spirit, I have never stopped working on your behalf. Not for a single moment have I ceased orchestrating the perfect timing for your breakthrough. The healing you have been asking for has already begun its work in your body, though you may not feel it yet. The relationship you have been praying for has already started its journey toward you, though you have not met yet. The provision you have been seeking has already been released from heaven's treasury, though it has not yet reached your hands. The doors you have been knocking on have already begun to creak open, though you cannot yet see through the crack. Today, beloved child, I changed something in your life without you perceiving it. I moved the mountain before you even reached it. I made the crooked places straight before you walked the path. I prepared the blessing before you knew you needed it. This is how I work, dear one. Not always with fanfare and dramatic displays, but often with quiet, invisible grace that transforms everything while appearing to change nothing at all. Precious child, I am opening your spiritual eyes today to see what has always been true but was hidden from your perception. Like scales falling away, like curtains being drawn back, like dawn breaking after the longest night. I am awakening your ability to recognize my fingerprints in every detail of your existence. You have been living with only half your senses engaged, dear one. You have been navigating this world with natural vision, while your spiritual sight remained dormant. But today I am breathing upon those dormant gifts. Today I am activating the supernatural awareness that has been sleeping within your spirit. You will begin to notice my presence in ways you never have before. The whisper you dismissed as imagination, that was my voice guiding you away from a trap you couldn't see. The sudden change of direction you felt compelled to take, That was my angel redirecting your steps toward a divine appointment. The song that seemed to play at just the right moment. That was my love letter to your weary heart. The delay that frustrated you. That was my protection from collision with chaos. I have been speaking to you constantly, beloved child, but your spiritual ears needed fine-tuning to hear my frequency. I have been showing you signs and wonders every day, but your spiritual eyes needed clearing to perceive my miraculous interventions. Today, in this very moment, I am calibrating your inner senses to recognize the supernatural in the seemingly ordinary. The anxiety that suddenly lifted from your chest this morning, that was my peace displacing the fear that had no right to dwell in my child. The burden that felt lighter when you woke up, that was my strength being made perfect in your weakness. The hope that flickered to life in your heart without explanation, that was my promise taking root in the soil of your trust. From this day forward, precious one, you will begin to see with new eyes. The grocery store will become a place of divine appointments. The traffic jam will become a moment of divine protection. The unexpected phone call will become a vessel of divine encouragement. The change in your schedule will become a divine redirection toward your destiny. I am teaching you to live in two realms simultaneously, feet on earth but spirit in heaven. I am training you to recognize that every breath you take is sustained by my love. Every heartbeat is orchestrated by my faithfulness. Every step you take is guided by my wisdom. You are not merely surviving in this world, beloved child. You are walking in the supernatural reality of my kingdom. The spiritual awakening that began today will continue to unfold in the days ahead. Dreams will become clearer. Prayers will carry more power. Worship will touch deeper places. And my word will leap from the pages with life and revelation. You are no longer walking in spiritual blindness, dear one. You have been given eyes to see and ears to hear the wonders of my kingdom breaking into your everyday life. My beloved child, there is a river flowing from my throne, and today it has reached the broken places in your heart. You have carried wounds that seemed too deep to heal, scars that appeared permanent, pain that felt too familiar to ever fade. But I am the God who makes all things new, who heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. As my presence washes over you now, feel the healing waters penetrating every crack in your spirit. The rejection that shaped your self-image, the betrayal that built walls around your heart, the disappointment that dimmed your hope, all of it is being touched by the supernatural healing power of my love. You do not have to dig up the past to deal with it, precious one. My healing goes deeper than understanding, beyond analysis, past the need for explanations. The child within you who felt abandoned, I am wrapping them in my arms now. The teenager who believed they weren't enough, I am speaking worth over their insecurities. The young adult who made mistakes, I am washing away the shame with my forgiveness. Every version of you that has ever felt broken is being made whole by the river of my grace. I know you have tried to heal yourself, dear child. I know you have sought wholeness in relationships, in achievements, in distractions, in the approval of others. But today I am revealing that healing is not something you accomplish. It is something you receive. It is not something you earn. It is something I freely give. It flows from my heart to yours without condition, without payment, without performance. The healing I am releasing in your life today is not just for your benefit, precious one. It is preparation for the ministry I am calling you to. You cannot lead others to wholeness while remaining broken yourself. You cannot pour living water from a cracked vessel. So I am sealing every crack with my love, fortifying every weak place with my strength, filling every empty space with my presence. Feel the warmth of my healing love flowing through your being now. Where there was bitterness, taste the sweetness of my grace. Where there was fear, experience the security of my perfect love. Where there was hopelessness, witness the dawn of new possibilities. Where there was self-condemnation, receive the freedom of my complete acceptance. The memories that once brought pain will now become testimonies of my faithfulness. The scars that once brought shame will now become evidence of my power to heal. The battles that once brought defeat will now become victories that encourage others. I waste nothing in your life, beloved child. Not even the pain. I transform it all into purpose. Weave it all into the beautiful tapestry of your destiny. This healing is not a one-time event, but a continuous flow. Every day you will discover new areas of your heart that my love is touching, new dimensions of wholeness that my grace is creating. You will find yourself responding differently to old triggers, thinking new thoughts about old situations, feeling new emotions about old relationships. This is the evidence of my healing river flowing through your life. Precious child, today I am breaking chains that have bound you to yesterday's pain, yesterday's mistakes, yesterday's limitations. The prison of your past has no power over the promise of your future. I am the God of new beginnings, the one who makes beauty from ashes, who turns mourning into dancing, who transforms victims into victors. You have been carrying burdens that were never yours to bear. You have been accepting guilt that I never assigned to you. You have been living under condemnation that my love has already erased. The voices that whisper, "You will never change. You are not good enough. You have gone too far." Those are not my words, beloved. Those are lies from the enemy who wants to keep you chained to a past that I have already redeemed. Today, in this moment, I am declaring your freedom. Not because you have earned it, not because you have suffered enough, not because you have learned your lesson, but because my love for you is greater than your greatest failure. My grace is more powerful than your deepest regret. My mercy is higher than your highest wall of self-protection. The shame that has whispered your name for years, I am silencing it with my acceptance. The fear that has paralyzed your progress, I am dissolving it with my perfect love. The anger that has poisoned your joy, I am replacing it with my peace. The unforgiveness that has hardened your heart, I am melting it with my compassion. I see you trying to punish yourself for mistakes you have already been forgiven for, precious one. I see you rehearsing old conversations, reliving old hurts, rewinding old failures. But I am teaching you a new rhythm today. The rhythm of grace, the rhythm of mercy, the rhythm of moving forward with hope instead of backward with regret. The people who hurt you, I am dealing with their hearts in my own way and in my own time. Your job is not to ensure they pay for their wrongs. Your job is to receive my healing, so their wrongs lose their power over your today. The mistakes you made, I have already paid the price for them on the cross. Your job is not to keep paying. Your job is to receive my forgiveness and walk in the freedom I purchased for you. Release comes not through struggle but through surrender, not through striving but through trusting, not through earning but through receiving. So open your hands, beloved child. Let go of what you have been gripping so tightly. Let go of the right to be right. Let go of the need to understand why. Let go of the desire for revenge. Let go of the fear of being hurt again. As you release these things to me, watch how quickly I fill your empty hands with blessings you never expected. See how rapidly I replace what you let go of with something far better than what you were holding on to. Feel how immediately my peace floods into the spaces that were once occupied by pain. My beloved child, you have been wandering in the wilderness of uncertainty for too long, questioning your purpose, doubting your calling, wondering if you have anything valuable to offer this world. But today I am speaking clearly to your spirit. Your time of wandering is over. Your season of preparation is complete. Your moment of stepping into destiny has arrived. I have been shaping you through every experience, every heartbreak, every triumph, every setback. What you thought was just life happening to you was actually me crafting you for such a time as this. The sensitivity that others called weakness, I designed it to make you a vessel of my compassion. The struggles that seemed to defeat you, I used them to build strength you didn't know you possessed. The dreams that seemed impossible, I planted them to stretch your faith beyond comfort zones. There is a specific assignment waiting for you, precious one, that no one else can fulfill. There are people who need to hear your voice, see your smile, receive your encouragement, witness your testimony. There are problems that require your unique perspective, solutions that need your creative touch, breakthroughs that await your faithful obedience. I am not calling you to copy someone else's ministry, to follow someone else's path, to become someone else's version of success. I am calling you to be authentically, boldly, unapologetically yourself, the person I created you to be before the world told you who you should become. The gifts I have placed within you are not for display, but for distribution. The talents I have given you are not for self-advancement, but for kingdom advancement. The resources I am about to release in your life are not for hoarding, but for sowing. You are not blessed to be blessed. You are blessed to be a blessing. I know you feel inadequate, dear child. I know you look at your limitations and wonder how I could possibly use you. But remember, I chose David when he was just a shepherd boy. I called Moses when he couldn't speak well. I selected Mary when she was just a teenager. I don't call the qualified, I qualify the called. I don't choose the perfect, I perfect the chosen. Your destiny is not dependent on your perfection, but on my power working through your availability. Your calling is not about your ability, but about my capability flowing through your willingness. Your assignment is not about your strength, but about my strength being made perfect in your weakness. Today I am stirring up the gifts within you that have been dormant. Today I am awakening the dreams that have been sleeping. Today I am igniting the passion that has been smoldering. You will begin to feel a holy dissatisfaction with mediocrity, a divine urgency to step into purpose, a supernatural boldness to say yes to what I am asking of you. The doors I am opening for you cannot be closed by man. The favor I am releasing over your life cannot be earned by works. The platform I am preparing for you cannot be built by human hands. This is supernatural elevation, divine promotion, heavenly endorsement of your calling. Precious child, as you step into this new season of your life, I want to give you clear instructions for the journey ahead. You are not walking blindly into your future. You are walking with divine guidance, supernatural wisdom, and heavenly insight. Listen carefully to my voice, for these words will serve as your roadmap in the days to come. First, learn to guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flow the issues of life. The thoughts you think today become the words you speak tomorrow. The words you speak tomorrow become the actions you take next week. The actions you take consistently become the character you display permanently. Your heart is the wellspring of your destiny, so protect it from the poison of negative thinking, toxic relationships, and soul-crushing environments. Second, cultivate the discipline of daily communion with me. Do not let the busyness of breakthrough distract you from the one who gave you the breakthrough. Success without relationship is emptiness disguised as achievement. Prosperity without my presence is poverty dressed in fine clothes. Make time for me every day, not as a religious duty but as a love relationship. In my presence, you will find the wisdom for decisions, the strength for challenges, and the peace for pressures. Third, learn to discern between divine appointments and mere coincidences. I will send people into your life who carry keys to your next level, and I will also allow people to cross your path who will test your commitment to holiness. Not everyone who applauds your gift is assigned to your destiny. Not everyone who offers opportunity is offering advancement. Ask me about every relationship, every partnership, every invitation. Fourth, practice the art of divine timing. I am teaching you not just what to do, but when to do it. Premature action can abort my perfect plan just as surely as delayed obedience can miss my open door. There is a rhythm to my kingdom, a season for everything under heaven. Learn to move when I say move, and to wait when I say wait. Fifth, develop the skill of spiritual warfare. Your increased influence will attract increased opposition. Your greater calling will face greater challenges. Your higher purpose will encounter higher resistance. But fear not, beloved child. I have given you authority to trample on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy. You are not fighting for victory, you are fighting from victory. Sixth, cultivate a heart of gratitude in all circumstances. Thanksgiving is not just an attitude. It is a spiritual weapon that defeats the spirit of entitlement and opens the windows of heaven for greater blessing. Complaining closes what praise opens. Murmuring blocks what worship releases. Even in difficulty, find something to thank me for, and watch how quickly I turn your situation around. Seventh, remember that your private life determines your public power. What you do in secret defines what I can do through you in public. Character is built in the hidden places, integrity is formed in the unseen moments, and anointing is sustained by authentic relationship with me. Never sacrifice your private devotion for public recognition. My beloved child, I see the weariness in your soul, the fatigue that has settled into your bones, the exhaustion that no amount of sleep seems to cure. You have been carrying burdens that were never meant for your shoulders, fighting battles that were never yours to fight, solving problems that were never your responsibility to fix. Today I am speaking rest to your weary heart and strength to your tired spirit. You have been trying so hard, precious one. You have been striving to prove your worth, to earn your place, to justify your existence. You have been running on empty, pushing through pain, forcing smiles when your heart was breaking. But I am calling you to cease from your striving and know that I am God. I am calling you to rest in my finished work, to trust in my perfect timing, to lean on my unfailing strength. The battles you are facing are not too big for me. The mountains you are climbing are not too high for me. The problems you are solving are not too complex for me. I am the God who parted the Red Sea, who made the sun stand still, who raised the dead to life. What you are going through may be overwhelming to you, but it is just another opportunity for me to show my power in your life. I know you have felt like giving up, dear child. I know there have been moments when you wondered if it was worth it to keep going. If anyone would notice if you just stopped trying. If anything you do really matters. But let me tell you who you are. You are my masterpiece, created in Christ Jesus for good works that I prepared beforehand for you to walk in. Your life has meaning, your purpose has power, your existence has eternal significance. The enemy wants you to believe that you are just taking up space, that you are a burden, that the world would be better off without you. But I am telling you that you are a gift to this generation, a light in the darkness, a source of hope for the hopeless. The breath in your lungs is evidence of my continued purpose for your life. The beating of your heart is the rhythm of my love for you. You are not too broken to be used by me. David was an adulterer and murderer, yet I called him a man after my own heart. Peter denied me 3 times, yet I built my church on his declaration of faith. Paul persecuted Christians, yet I chose him to write most of the New Testament. Your past mistakes do not disqualify you from future usefulness. Your present struggles do not prevent future success. I am giving you permission to rest, beloved child. Rest in my love for you. Rest in my plans for you. Rest in my power working through you. You don't have to figure everything out today. You don't have to fix everything that's broken. You don't have to be everything to everyone. You just have to be who I created you to be, and let me be God. Feel my peace washing over your anxious thoughts. Feel my joy replacing your heavy heart. Feel my strength renewing your weary spirit. You are not walking this journey alone, precious one. I am with you every step of the way, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. Precious child, as you step into this new level of blessing and breakthrough, I must warn you about the thieves that seek to steal your destiny before it fully manifests. These are not always obvious enemies. Sometimes they come disguised as opportunities, sometimes as well-meaning friends, sometimes as seemingly innocent distractions. But their purpose is the same: to divert your attention from what I have called you to do. The first thief is the spirit of comparison. This enemy will whisper in your ear that someone else's blessing is bigger than yours, someone else's calling is more important than yours, someone else's progress is faster than yours. But I am telling you today, Your only competition is who you were yesterday. Your only comparison should be to my plan for your life. Run your own race, beloved child. Fulfill your own calling. Celebrate your own victories. The second thief is the trap of people-pleasing. This seductive spirit will convince you that your worth is determined by others' approval, that your value is measured by their applause, that your identity is defined by their acceptance. But I am the only audience that matters, dear one. My approval is the only validation you need. When you try to please everyone, you end up pleasing no one and losing yourself in the process. The third thief is the distraction of perfectionism. This demanding taskmaster will tell you that you must have it all figured out before you take the first step, that you must be completely ready before you say yes to my call, that you must eliminate all flaws before you can be useful to my kingdom. But I use imperfect people to accomplish perfect purposes. I work through cracked vessels to display my glory. Your weakness is not disqualifying. It is the very place where my strength is made perfect. The fourth thief is the paralysis of overthinking. This mental tormentor will keep you analyzing every possibility, weighing every option, considering every outcome until the moment of opportunity passes you by. But faith requires action, beloved child. Trust requires movement. My guidance comes as you walk, not as you sit and think about walking. The fifth thief is the seduction of comfort. This deceptive voice will convince you that safety is more important than obedience, that security is more valuable than surrender, that comfort is more desirable than calling. But I have not called you to a life of ease. I have called you to a life of impact. Your comfort zone is the enemy of your destiny zone. The sixth thief is the burden of past failures. This accusing voice will remind you of every mistake you've made, every opportunity you've missed, every time you've fallen short. But I am the God of new beginnings, of fresh starts, of second chances. Your past is not your future, precious one. Your mistakes do not define your destiny. Guard your heart against these thieves, dear child. Recognize their voices when they whisper lies into your spirit. Reject their suggestions when they offer alternatives to my will. Remember that the enemy's attacks are often strongest when you are closest to breakthrough. The intensity of opposition is often proportional to the magnitude of your destiny. Stay focused on my voice above all others. Stay committed to my plan despite all distractions. Stay faithful to my calling regardless of all obstacles. The destiny I have prepared for you is worth protecting, worth pursuing, worth the price you will have to pay to possess it. My beloved child, today I am releasing a fresh outpouring of my spirit upon your life. Not just a gentle rain, but a mighty rushing wind. Not just a flickering flame, but a consuming fire. Not just a quiet whisper, but a roaring declaration of power. You have been operating on natural strength for too long, trying to accomplish supernatural purposes with human ability. But today, everything changes. The same spirit that raised Christ from the dead is now dwelling in you with greater intensity than ever before. The same power that spoke the universe into existence is now flowing through your words, your prayers, your declarations. The same authority that calmed storms and healed the sick is now resting upon your life with fresh anointing and divine enablement. You will begin to notice a difference in your prayers, precious one. They will carry more authority, pierce through resistance, and produce faster results. The words you speak will be seasoned with supernatural grace, bringing healing to the broken, hope to the hopeless, and breakthrough to the bound. Your very presence will begin to shift atmospheres because my presence is intensifying within you. Dreams will become clearer, visions will become more frequent, and my voice will become more distinct in your spirit. The spiritual gifts that have been dormant will begin to stir. The prophetic insight that has been shallow will begin to deepen. The discernment that has been cloudy will become crystal clear. I am upgrading your spiritual sensitivity to new levels of supernatural awareness. With this increased anointing comes increased responsibility, dear child. I am entrusting you with greater measures of my power because I am assigning you to greater levels of impact. The situations you will face will require divine intervention. The people you will encounter will need supernatural breakthrough. The assignments you will receive will demand heavenly resources. Do not be afraid of this new level of spiritual intensity. Do not shrink back from the weight of increased anointing. I do not give you more than you can handle when you handle it with my strength. I do not assign you responsibilities without providing the resources to fulfill them. Where I guide, I provide. Where I send, I sustain. Where I call, I equip. You will face opposition from those who prefer the old you, precious one. They will be uncomfortable with your new level of spiritual authority, your increased boldness in declaring my truth, your unwillingness to compromise my standards for their comfort. But do not dim your light to make others comfortable in their darkness. Do not lower your standards to accommodate their carnality. The empowerment I am releasing in your life is not for show but for service. It is not for pride but for purpose. It is not to elevate you above others but to enable you to lift others up to their potential. Use this power with humility. Exercise this authority with love. Demonstrate this anointing with integrity. You are not just blessed to be blessed, beloved child. You are blessed to be a blessing. You are not empowered for your own benefit alone, but for the benefit of everyone whose life you will touch. The miracles, signs, and wonders that will begin to manifest through your life are meant to point people to me, not to you. My precious child, in this moment I want to settle once and for all any question you may have about my love for you. I want to silence every voice that has whispered doubt about your worth, every lie that has suggested you are not good enough, every fear that has made you wonder if you could somehow lose my affection. Today I am confirming with absolute certainty, my love for you is unconditional, unchanging, and unending. You cannot earn my love by being good enough. I loved you before you were born. You cannot lose my love by making mistakes. I loved you while you were still a sinner. You cannot increase my love by performing better. It is already at maximum capacity. You cannot decrease my love by failing. It is not based on your behavior but on my character. I know you have been trying to prove yourself worthy of my love, beloved child. I know you have been working overtime to earn my approval, striving to deserve my blessing, fighting to qualify for my favor. But all of your efforts to earn what is already freely given are like trying to pay for a gift that has already been purchased, like working for a salary that has already been deposited in your account. My love for you is not like human love that comes with conditions, expectations, and performance requirements. It is not like earthly relationships that can be lost through disappointment, damaged by betrayal, or destroyed by failure. My love is perfect, pure, and permanent. It is based not on what you do, but on who you are, my child, my creation, my beloved. When you mess up, my love doesn't diminish. When you succeed, my love doesn't increase. When you feel close to me, my love doesn't grow stronger. When you feel distant from me, my love doesn't grow weaker. It remains constant, consistent, and complete regardless of your circumstances, your emotions, or your behavior. The cross is the eternal proof of my love for you, precious one. While you were still sinful, I gave my son to die for you. While you were still rebellious, I paid the price for your redemption. While you were still lost, I made a way for you to be found. This is love, not that you loved me first, but that I loved you and gave myself as a sacrifice for your sins. Your identity is not based on your performance, but on my love. You are not who others say you are, not who your mistakes have made you, not who your circumstances have shaped you to be. You are who I say you are, beloved, chosen, accepted, forgiven, redeemed, justified, sanctified, and glorified. This is who you are, because this is how I see you. Stop trying to earn what you already possess, dear child. Stop working for what has already been given. Stop striving for what is already yours. My love is not a reward for good behavior. It is the foundation for transformed living. It is not the result of right actions. It is the source of right motivation. Receive my love today, not because you deserve it, but because I have chosen to give it. Rest in my love today, not because you have earned the right to rest, but because love provides the safety to be vulnerable. Walk in my love today, not because you have proven yourself worthy, but because love empowers you to become who I created you to be. You are loved, precious child, completely loved, unconditionally loved, eternally loved. This is not wishful thinking or positive confession. This is divine reality, heavenly truth, supernatural fact. Let this love transform your life from the inside out. My beloved child, lift up your eyes and see beyond the limitations of your present circumstances. Look beyond the temporary struggles of today and catch a glimpse of the glorious future I have prepared for you. What you are experiencing now is not your final destination. It is simply a stepping stone to the abundant life I have promised, the victorious future I have planned, the incredible destiny I have designed specifically for you. The dreams that seem impossible today will become testimonies tomorrow. The prayers that seem unanswered now will become evidence of perfect timing later. The doors that appear closed at this moment will swing wide open at the appointed hour. I am not slow concerning my promises as some count slowness. I am patient, orchestrating every detail with divine precision. Your future is not determined by your past mistakes, present struggles, or current limitations. Your future is determined by my promises, my power, and my perfect plan for your life. What I have spoken over you will come to pass. What I have promised you will be fulfilled. What I have prepared for you will be experienced. I see you wealthy in every area of life, precious one. Wealthy in relationships that reflect heaven. Wealthy in health that demonstrates my healing power. Wealthy in purpose that brings fulfillment to your soul. Wealthy in resources that enable you to be a blessing to others. I see you walking in levels of favor that will amaze even you, experiencing breakthroughs that will become legends, creating impact that will outlive your earthly existence. The influence I am preparing for you will extend far beyond your current circle. The platform I am building for you will reach audiences you cannot yet imagine. The doors I am opening for you lead to rooms you have never seen, opportunities you have never considered, possibilities you have never dreamed. Your future is bigger than your past, brighter than your present, and more beautiful than your imagination. I see you teaching others what you have learned, healing others with the healing you have received, delivering others with the freedom you have experienced. Your testimony will become someone else's hope. Your victory will become someone else's inspiration. Your breakthrough will become someone else's breakthrough. This is how my kingdom works. I bless you to be a blessing, heal you to be healing, free you to be freedom for others. The generations that will come after you will benefit from the battles you are fighting today, the ground you are taking now, the victories you are winning in this season. You are not just living for yourself, beloved child. You are living for your children, your children's children, and for people whose names you will never know, but whose lives you will impact through your obedience to my call. Your future includes restored relationships, renewed hope, refreshed vision, and revitalized purpose. It includes financial abundance, physical healing, emotional wholeness, and spiritual maturity. It includes divine connections, supernatural opportunities, miraculous provision, and heavenly assignments that will fill your life with meaning and joy. But most importantly, your future includes more of me, more of my presence, more of my power, more of my love, more of my peace. The intimacy we share today is just the beginning of the relationship we will enjoy for eternity. The fellowship we have now is just a foretaste of the communion we will experience in glory. This is your future, precious child, not because you deserve it, but because I have chosen it for you. Not because you have earned it, but because I have prepared it for you. Walk toward it with confidence, run toward it with joy, embrace it with gratitude. Your best days are not behind you, they are ahead of you. My beloved child, as this sacred encounter draws to a close, I want to leave you with a blessing that will echo in your spirit long after these words have ended. I want to plant within your heart a seed of eternal assurance that will grow stronger with each passing day, deeper with each new challenge, brighter with each fresh opportunity to trust me completely. You are not the same person who began listening to my voice at the start of this message. Something has shifted in your spirit. Something has changed in your atmosphere. Something has been awakened in your destiny. The words you have heard were not mere human wisdom or philosophical speculation. They were divine truth, heavenly revelation, supernatural impartation from my heart directly to yours. Carry this truth with you wherever you go, precious one. You are deeply loved, divinely chosen, and eternally secure in my embrace. When storms rage around you, remember that you are anchored in my unchanging love. When darkness tries to overwhelm you, remember that you carry my light within you. When fear whispers lies about your future, remember that I hold your tomorrow in my hands. The transformation that began today will continue for the rest of your life. Each morning you wake up, you will discover new levels of my grace available to you. Each evening you rest, you will reflect on fresh evidences of my faithfulness throughout your day. Each season you enter, you will find me already there, preparing the way, arranging the details, orchestrating the perfect timing for your continued breakthrough. I am blessing your coming and your going, your sitting and your rising, your work and your rest. I am blessing your relationships with divine love, your finances with supernatural provision, your health with healing power, your mind with perfect peace. I am blessing your words to carry weight, your prayers to move mountains, your presence to shift atmospheres, your life to make eternal impact. The angels assigned to your life have received new instructions today. They have been given fresh mandates concerning your protection, your provision, your guidance, and your blessing. Heaven itself has taken notice of the covenant I am making with you in this moment. The resources of eternity are now aligned with the promises I have spoken over your destiny. When you face opposition, remember that greater is He who is in you than he who is in the world. When you encounter setbacks, remember that I am working all things together for your good. When you experience delays, remember that my timing is always perfect. When you feel alone, remember that I have promised never to leave you nor forsake you. You will see miracles, precious child. You will witness signs and wonders. You will experience supernatural breakthrough that will amaze even you. Not because you are perfect, but because I am faithful. Not because you deserve it, but because I have chosen to bless you. Not because you have earned it, but because I love to give good gifts to my children. Your life will become a testament to my goodness, a demonstration of my power, a reflection of my love. People will look at your transformation and give glory to me. They will see your breakthrough and believe that breakthrough is possible for them too. They will witness your victory and find hope for their own battles. I seal this blessing upon your life with the authority of heaven and the power of my blood. I confirm these promises with the integrity of my character and the faithfulness of my nature. I establish these words with the certainty of my love and the permanence of my covenant with you. Go now in peace, beloved child. Go in confidence, knowing that you are loved beyond measure. Go in power, knowing that my strength is perfected in your weakness. Go in purpose, knowing that your life has eternal significance. Go in joy, knowing that your best days are ahead of you. Remember always, today I change something in your life without you perceiving it, but tomorrow you will see the evidence of my invisible grace working on your behalf. Yesterday is redeemed, today is blessed, and tomorrow is guaranteed to be glorious because you belong to me, and I belong to you now and forevermore. This is my word to you, my promise over you, my blessing upon you. Let it be done according to my will, in my timing, for my glory, and for your eternal good.